Welcome everyone, my name is Kenny Cormandy and I have the YouTube channel My Air Gun Reviews, and this is a gun I've already done a review on. It's the Benjamin Summit NP2, and today we are going to look at the trigger and the trigger adjustment for this gun. Okay, as I showed in the video, the trigger on this thing was stiff, but the second stage was very predictable. Now our trigger adjusting screw is right here. It's flat tip right behind the trigger. Now I thought it was stiff but predictable, so I backed the screw out and it got softer, and I backed it out a little bit more and it got softer yet, and I kept backing it out until all of a sudden I had a hair trigger, and I turned it back in 1/4 inch, and that was a very sweet spot. The first stage was long but light, so you know it's very easy to pull back to the second stage, and then when you hit the second stage it's very obvious, and you know you can pull right back to the second stage and then just sit there till you're ready to pull the trigger, and then when you pull the trigger it's right there. So I'll give you a little demonstration. Okay, now if you get a gun and out of the box you can't feel the second stage, you just pull until the gun fires. You got to turn the screw inward until you can feel that back wall. I think I've got it actually set just a little bit soft. So I'm going to readjust it. Okay, I turned the screw in about 1/8 of a turn because I had it back. It was going off just a little bit too easy. So you should be able to pull right back. See how it hits the second stage firmly. And I pulled a little bit too hard again on that one, but it's really right where it needs to be. Because when you pull back, it's right there. You can just feel it. You know, right there. It comes back easy right there. And then pull the trigger and it's boom. That second stage is short and crisp. If you want to lengthen it or get it a little bit stiffer, turn that screw in just a little bit more. You know, for safety's sake, I would, if I had a kid shooting, I would probably turn it in just a tad farther. But this is perfect right now. The first stage, you could probably lighten it, if you probably go in and do something with the spring to lighten that first stage up a little bit, but I don't mind it where it's at because I can just feel that second stage right there, and then pull the trigger and the gun fires. It's very predictable, and like I say, when I did the target shoot on this, I was putting the pellets through the same hole because of this trigger, and it was stiffer than it is right now. It lightened it up. So if your gun, if you can't feel that second stage, and it just fires unpredictably, turn the screw in until you can hit that back wall there, that second stage, and then you can either turn it in a little farther so you got a little more feel, or back it off 1/8 of a turn. Once you get in that sweet spot there, just very tiny turns till you get it to where you want it. But this is, I've heard a lot of complaints about the trigger, but this trigger with its adjustability, you can make it just exactly the way you want. The only thing you're not going to do is shorten that first stage, but it doesn't make any difference how long the first stage is, as long as you know exactly when you've hit that second stage, so you know the gun's going to fire right there. Aside from all the complaints on other NP2 triggers, I find this one can be adjusted to perfection. So that's how you adjust the trigger on the Benjamin NP2. Thank you for watching.